All right. Well, thank you. And it's great to meet you. And thanks for your time today. It's super exciting that season five is now being released in the UK on Prime over July as we get into the Last Supper and some of the key moments in the run up to that. I just wondered what the reactions have been like so far to season five.
I think that this season has taken us into like a new we've broken the glass ceiling. Um, from my everyday life, I can tell you I've never been recognized so much more than I have right now. So I mean, if there's nothing else, that's a great indicator, right? But I think that after its theatrical run, people have just been waiting for it. So it's really awesome that it's now, this weekend they'll get to see what all the hype was about, but also like to really embrace the change of tone of the show. I mean, this is a major turning point in the dramatic structure, going from like, miracles to kind of in hiding and treachery and sort of, battling merchants and flipping their table. It really is just, it represents such a big tonal shift for the show, and I think that we've executed it well.
I'm looking forward to seeing all of the rest of the episodes. I think one of the things that people connect with a lot in this show is that it makes you think differently about stories that you know or you think you know so well. I just wondered what surprised you in filming this show.
Well, there's always the surprise when we receive the scripts, because even though I know the story, and there you can't really say spoiler alert because there's no spoilers. It's really about the perspective and the angle that we take every season is what I'm most excited about when I get the scripts. Like, all right, how are they going to do this? And sometimes I'll try and get, oh, I think I would do it like this, and then I read and I was like, oh, genius, you know. So and we have more of those moments right now in season six. So I think that they're going to see how we yet again try and take the sort of authentic approach, yet at the same time not miss out on that gray area where we can really like kind of imbue that with more of the entertainment factor. So yeah, I mean, we're still pulling out the same tricks, and nobody sees them coming.
It's interesting you mentioned the kind of grey area because I think one of the things I love about the show is that it takes the time to explore the relationships between the disciples. And I wondered kind of the other characters, which do you find most interesting in those relationships and how they're portrayed?
I just absolutely fell in love with Peter and Eden's relationship. Being away from home, there was just so much that I related to. And then, I mean, well, I kind of play Big James, so like I have an older brother who's only like a year and Irish twin, so to speak, right? Like the year and so on apart. And so yeah, that being said, like that also feels like something very relatable. But yeah, I mean, Peter and Eden's story, I was just eating it up during season three.
Yes, I really love that because there's not loads to go off, so it gives you the flexibility to really explore that relationship.
Yeah, and I really love that where the Bible stops and says, and then they exited. We'll just pick up on like a walk and talk shot as they're leaving the building, and we get to like work those relationships a little more. So that's really cool. I'm super grateful that the writers are kind of taking some of those liberties as well.
And as you mentioned, this is a very established show now. What's kind of changed over time as you've been producing this, and also in your own approach to your character?
My goodness. If you could, if I could just rewind the clock and take you back to season two, where there was like a maximum of maybe 75 people all making this thing come to life. We all knew each other's names. We were sick of each other. We were all living in the same hotel. Uh, Fast forward to now, there's over 300 people. We have our own buildings. We have red carpet premieres. I mean, that right there is just, I can be as nostalgic as I want about the good old days, but the truth is it's amazing to just be a part of this ride and how fast it's grown.
And you're filming season six at the moment, and
Hmm.
kind of this sort of crucifixion, as you said earlier, no spoiler alert here. Uh, how's that been filming that and supporting each other through that?
Like I said, I'm super glad that I'm not that according to the Bible, Big James was not there. So I am saving all of my tears for later. You know what I'm saying? But no, I've seen some of the behind the scenes footage of what was happening. And boy, oh boy, marvelous actors on this set. We really do. They're really holding it together, and in many ways, we passed the baton. I passed the baton of season 5 onto them, and I was like, take it away. And I really love that we get to see some of the women's perspective, right? Because they were the more present bodies, as indicated in the Bible. So I love that they're getting their chance to do some of the heavy lifting as well.
Yeah, because absolutely, like even around the crucifixion and resurrection, the women are mentioned so much. It's such a key role. They're like some of the first people who Jesus presents himself to, and I think that's
Right.
been true throughout the whole of the series. That you've really presented the kind of role of the women, and they've been along, for the ride, so to speak. Just wonder, like, which of the female characters kind of stands out to you, and what do you find most interesting about their portrayal?
Joanna, how she's like sort of I just love her like the conflict that she has where her husband who's in Herod's court is like openly cheating on her, and she's finding this like solace in the words of this rabbi, and she's sort of like of such a different class. And so and the actor Amy Bailey, just I mean, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I mean, such subtlety in each of her decisions. I mean, I could go on and on. There's some really amazing actors on this show. I didn't mean to disparage anybody else's performance, but in terms of the storyline, I love that she was finding solace in these words for such a terrible thing that's happening to her. So as a fan, I'm invested in that storyline.
Yeah, and as we move into season 6, so we're looking towards a theatrical release as a feature film. What do you think will change in like the way you produce the show, and what will stay the same as the core elements that make The Chosen?
Wow. I don't know. That's great. Like that's because it's not like shooting the TV show and then sort of making them for the screen. It's like building up to it. And this is a lot of the burden is on the writer, right? And the editor. But I do feel that it's a unique challenge. And I love that we're part of a company and a production studio that is just constantly trying to find new creative ways of presenting the product forward. I mean, it keeps people engaged. We've done things that the industry could not have thought of, and I mean, who would have thought a TV show in the theaters, and there we are.
Yeah, and Dallas has been so key to like leading that journey, and I think dealing with quite a whole variety of issues, legal production and
Oh
everything.
God,
I just wondered if you could
yeah.
talk about working with him.
I mean, for me, not only is he a director, but he's a mentor. I mean, I don't even know how he does it. It's like I'm watching someone and I understand all the roles and all the hats that they're putting on, and it's inspired me to do it for myself, to go and pursue some of my passions. So yeah, I see Dallas not just as a colleague, a friend, but he's a real mentor to me. And we have great exchanges over text messages, and he's always, kind of shepherding me, and he really keeps me under his wing. So I love Dallas. He's an incredible human.
That's great. We'll leave it there, but thank you so much for your time today. It was really great to talk to you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Evening? Evening. Yes.
Evening. Thank you so much. I really love the show, so great work. Keep going.
Right on, Rachel. Appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!